Welcome to a journey into the lives of fishermen in the cold and harsh waters of Alaska. This is where modern ships plow through the waves and brave men and women to bring home rich catches of cod. In this video, we delve into the long history of cod fishing, explore the unique habits of the fish, and witness modern processes from catching to processing on board. Not only that, we will also give you an inside look at the hardships that fishermen go through when working in harsh weather conditions. At the same time, we will learn how sustainable policies help protect marine resources. Ensuring the future of an industry that has existed for generations. Let's start this inspiring journey. Cod fishing in Alaska began centuries ago, with native tribes living near the coast. They developed artisanal fishing methods, such as spears, small nets, and even traps to harvest the fish. In the early days, cod was not only a major food source but also an important part of the cultural and religious life. When Europeans arrived in Alaska in the 18th century, the cod fishery began to enter the commercial stage. Initially, merchant ships used simple trawls to catch fish. However, as demand from the international market, especially from Europe, the industry quickly expanded with larger boats and more modern equipment. By the 20th century, the Alaskan cod fishery had become one of the major economic sectors. Contributing billions of dollars each year. The advent of GPS and sonar technology in the late 20th century revolutionized the way fishermen find and catch fish, dramatically increasing their productivity. Cod is not only a valuable export commodity, but also carries deep symbolic significance in many coastal Alaska communities. Fishing is an integral part of the cultural identity. Stories of arduous fishing trips, festivals celebrating big catches, and traditions of sharing the profits between families have kept the industry entrenched in the community for hundreds of years. On a national level, Alaska's cod fishery is a major contributor to the U.S. economy. Millions of tons of cod are exported annually to major markets such as Japan, Korea, and Europe, providing a steady source of income for thousands of families. Alaskan cod, a member of the Gaddidae family, is a bottom-dwelling fish, commonly found in cold waters at depths of 50 to 200 meters. Cod have an elongated body, with a color ranging from silvery gray to light brown, which helps them camouflage easily in the seabed environment. This fish is famous for its white, tender and nutritious meat, and is the main ingredient for many high-class dishes. An adult cod can be 1 to 2 meters long, weighing an average of 20 to 30 kilograms. But those larger than 50 kilograms are not uncommon. Cod usually live for 10 to 15 years. Their breeding season takes place in winter, when the sea temperature drops below 5 degrees Celsius. During this period, female fish lay millions of eggs in the cold water, creating a magnificent sight under the ocean. Cod eggs and larvae float with the ocean currents, undergoing a long period of development before settling on the seabed. From a young age, they face many dangers from larger predators, making their survival rate quite low. Cod tend to migrate seasonally in search of food and reproduction. In the summer, they move to areas near the Alaskan coast, where there is a rich food source such as crustaceans and small fish. In the winter, they move away from the shore, settling in deeper waters to reproduce. The Alaskan cod fishery is now one of the most advanced in the world. Fishing boats are equipped with GPS positioning systems, seafloor scanning sonar, and automated support machines, helping to optimize the process of finding and harvesting fish. Large nets, specially designed for catching cod, are capable of enclosing a school of fish without damaging the surrounding environment. The automated trawling system significantly reduces labor, allowing fishermen to harvest hundreds of tons of fish in a single trawl. Before each trip, the boat is thoroughly inspected and fully equipped with fuel, nets, and maintenance equipment. Using sonar technology, fishermen can accurately locate schools of cod moving underwater. Large nets are dropped into the sea where there are schools of fish. The automatic control system helps to expand the net, covering the school of fish without damaging the net. After the fish are in the net, the tractor system will slowly lift the net onto the deck of the ship. The cod is then transferred immediately to the processing line to ensure freshness. As soon as the fish are loaded onto the ship, the processing process begins. Modern machines perform steps such as cleaning, decapitating, deboning, and packing the cod in refrigerated containers. This not only maintains the quality of the fish but also saves time and effort when bringing the fish to shore. Alaska is known for its cold and harsh weather, especially in the winter when temperatures can drop to -30 degrees Celsius or lower. High waves, violent snowstorms, and strong winds are common threats to fishermen's safety. Cod fishing trips often last for days. And working continuously in sub-zero temperatures puts a lot of physical and mental stress on fishermen. Fishermen face the risk of slipping on icy decks, being injured while operating machinery, and even being killed in severe storms. Bad weather not only disrupts the fishing process, but also greatly affects the quality of the fish. Large waves can knock fish out of nets, or tear nets, causing great losses for fishermen. In addition, when temperatures drop too low, seawater freezes on nets and equipment, making harvesting and operations more difficult. In extreme weather conditions, boats are forced to return to shore, significantly reducing productivity. To cope with these challenges, Alaskan fishermen must be well prepared before each trip. They inspect their boats, equip them with enough food, fuel, and safety equipment such as life jackets. distress signal systems, and modern communication equipment. In addition, solidarity and resilience are important factors that help them overcome all difficulties. Crew members often support each other, share work, and face all challenges together. A fisherman's workday at sea often starts early in the morning and lasts until late at night. They have to wake up at dawn to prepare equipment and start the fishing process. During the long day, they have little time to rest, and by the end of the day, they are often completely exhausted. Manual labor in harsh conditions requires them to be in good health and have a strong will. Even the most experienced fishermen face the risk of injury, especially when working with heavy equipment or in bad weather conditions. Despite the hardship, fishermen always take pride in their work. They know that each trip to sea not only brings income to their families but also contributes to providing a valuable food source for the world. However, homesickness and loneliness during long sea trips are always a big challenge. Some fishermen share that they can only see their families through short video calls when the boat is in port. However, their love for the job and the desire to provide a better life for their children help them overcome all difficulties. Alaska is one of the largest cod producers in the world. Every year, this area produces millions of tons of cod, accounting for a large part of the total seafood production of the United States. According to recent reports, the average cod production in Alaska is between 1.5 and 2 million tons per year. Bringing billions of dollars to the economy. Alaskan cod is one of the most popular seafood in the international market. Countries such as Japan, Korea, and European countries are the largest import markets, where cod is used to make many high-end dishes. The development of the cod industry also creates thousands of jobs, not only for fishermen but also for related industries such as processing, transportation, and export. The US government has taken many measures to protect cod resources. Including regulations on the size and quantity of fish allowed to be caught, limiting the season to avoid affecting the reproduction of fish, applying environmentally friendly fishing technologies to minimize the impact on the marine ecosystem. Fishermen are not only resource collectors but also play an important role in protecting the marine environment. They regularly participate in education and training programs on resource conservation and collaborate with scientists to monitor the health of fish populations. Cod fishing in Alaska uses large, specially designed nets to ensure maximum efficiency while still complying with conservation regulations. These nets have standard mesh size, helps prevent catching juveniles or undersized fish. High tensile strength, made from materials such as nylon or synthetic rope. ensuring no tearing even when carrying heavy loads from tons of cod. The netting process usually takes place in the early morning, when the fish are active. Sonar devices are used to detect the location of the fish. Once the location is determined, the net is dropped into the sea from the stern of the boat, then extended for a certain period of time to ensure the maximum number of fish are caught. Today's cod fishing boats are equipped with modern machinery systems, supporting fishermen from the catching to the processing stage. Automatic net hauler reduces manual labor and shortens net retrieval time. Blast freezer. Cod is frozen at -30 degrees Celsius immediately after being loaded onto the ship, preserving its freshness. Sorting conveyor belt helps fishermen quickly sort fish by size and quality before moving on to the next steps. Thanks to these technologies, labor productivity is significantly increased, while minimizing the risk of fish damage during the fishing process. Japan is also a country famous for its fishing industry, especially high-value fish such as tuna and cod. However, Japanese fishing methods often combine modern technology with traditional methods. For example, Japanese fishermen sometimes use smaller nets to focus on fish quality rather than quantity. Japanese fishing vessels are also notable for their use of precise temperature control systems, which help keep fish fresh throughout long journeys. In Nordic countries such as Norway and Iceland, cod fishing is also an important industry. These areas have many of the same strict regulations for fishery conservation as Alaska. However, European fishermen tend to use smaller boats and focus on coastal areas. Compared to Alaska, European fishermen face greater competitive pressure due to limited fishing space and strict oversight from the European Union, EU. John, an experienced fisherman in Alaska, shared, "Every day starts at 4 a.m. We check the boat, prepare the equipment, then go out to sea. The waves are sometimes higher than the boat, but we have to keep going. There are days when I don't sleep for more than 2 hours. But when I see the volume of fish after each trip, I feel it's all worth it." During a fishing trip last winter, Peter's boat had an engine failure in the middle of a big storm. The wind was so strong that it almost blew us off the deck. He recalled, "But with the help of another boat in the fleet, we were pulled back safely. At sea, we are always one big family." The cod fishing industry in Alaska provides tens of thousands of jobs, not only for fishermen but also for those working in processing plants, ports and shipping companies. An average fisherman can earn between $50 and $100 per season, depending on the volume of fish caught and the market price. Alaska attracts many tourists thanks to its developed fishing industry. Cod fishing tours or visits to processing plants are highlights of international visitors. In addition, scientists often cooperate with fishermen to study marine ecosystems, contributing to improving understanding of the natural environment and protecting resources. Thanks to sustainable management policies, Alaska's cod stocks are expected to remain stable for decades to come. Modern technology will also continue to be upgraded, helping to optimize the fishing and processing process. However, the industry still faces major challenges, including climate change, biodiversity loss and competitive pressure from international markets.